Did you know that you could play as Bad Bunny on WWE 2K23 now?
Okay.
Yeah. Guess how much it costs?
$50.
No, a little more up. It's like $90.
Does he come to the house and play with you?
No,
Like,
but
what do you get for $90?
well, it's part of the plan. If you guys got to check out the YouTube page, it's part of the plan of eventually becoming Bad Bunny's best friend.
For $90.
Step one is buy the bundle. But I'm not saying
You gotta follow our YouTube page for the hack of how to be Bad Bunny's best friend.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
hack. But we can't tell you everything. You gotta click subscribe below. That's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna be saying so. Okay, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's about to get heated here. What's up, everybody? You are listening to Bubble Bath Stories, your favorite 15-minute podcast. I'm Nicky Trendz.
I'm Manny Oso.
Okay, we need to have a tough conversation.
Yeah,
and it's not gonna be. I don't think our listeners are gonna enjoy it.
Well,
but it needs to happen.
Forbes magazine recently released their
30 under 30.
30 under 30, and in it, Bad Bunny
cover
was named the King of Pop.
The King of Pop.
The King of Pop music.
King of Pop.
The article specifically says El Rey of Pop, which I guess if it's in Spanish, that makes it okay.
It's like
because there's a whole thing about like what makes him the king of pop, right?
Well, first of all, let's dissect this a little bit.
Okay.
He doesn't do pop music.
Exactly.
He does reggaeton.
His music's just popular,
which in my mind feels very different.
Yeah.
Second of all, can we get rid of this title, King of Pop?
Yeah, I got a problem with it too.
Can we get rid of it? Can we also acknowledge that Bad Bunny is not the King of Pop? We acknowledge it. Has he broken records?
Oh, give the guy his flowers, definitely.
Flowers will be given. However, when I hear King of Pop, I only think of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't think of anyone else.
Yeah, I don't think you can be bestowed one of those honoraries after someone else has already had it. That's why they have so many different versions of these.
I mean,
in honestly putting him into that category is also there's argument all over about it. People are arguing about calling him that. People are arguing about putting him in that category in the first place.
Well, here's the thing, right? When I think of King of Pop, and I only think of Michael Jackson, I'm thinking about the longevity.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how like no one could really touch him. That's what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe in the heyday in the 2000s, there might have been some people. Everybody said it was Justin Timberlake. I don't really think so. Everybody was like, it was Usher. I was like, all right. Although they've been around for a long time, I don't know if they would necessarily have what Michael Jackson has. I think that they're superstars, obviously, in their own right. But I think the concept of what it is to be a performer and a musician has changed so much.
Yeah.
That you can't replicate it.
True. I agree. Also, I think, all right, here's what I was thinking myself. To call somebody something like the King of Pop, like what Michael Jackson was, I think you have to have some type of political power too. Here's the reason I say it. Michael Jackson could just say anything, and he was talking to like political leaders with his music. You know, that's how far I got it. I've never really seen
the 80s was weird.
The 80s was weird, but if you translate it to now, it'd be like if Bad Bunny were to say, "Oh, I want to endorse Joe Biden."
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see that swaying anything.
Yeah,
like some people might be like, "Okay, that's cool," but like he might have a lot to say, but nobody as far as politics is going to be like, oh, Bad Bunny's voting for him. Yeah. I'm voting for him.
Yes.
But if Taylor Swift were to say, you guys need to start listening to Joe Biden, that could tip something with them all being of voting age.
Yeah. I mean,
here's my other one. Beyonce's already proven she can do that.
Right.
So my argument is there is no king of pop right now because we kind of got nothing but queens.
Oh my God.
But if you're going to have a title, that's what makes you.
Ladies, if you want to give this gentleman a shout out for being a feminist and giving props to all the ladies, call this number.
And if you want to argue, I'm just saying, like, nobody cares who Bad Bunny's going to vote for the next election. You know?
Listen,
not that anything's wrong with who he votes for.
Like I said, I'm thinking about longevity, and I think for performers now, it doesn't make sense to go worldwide financially or for safety or just for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So things like a residency and how popular your residency is kind of means more than being able to go to every single country in the world and doing a tour and selling out stadiums, because artists are starting to think about themselves and what they want to do, and touring's not really on their long-term plan.
Yeah.
So you can't really be the king of anything if you're staying in one spot.
That is very true, because
like
touching internationally is definitely a huge.
Also, it's okay. He was given that title, and that's it. It should be his title, and then it should rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, what? That's it. Let it be done.
It's over. Spotify wasn't around when Michael Jackson was around.
There are
a lot of things that made that currently make it so that you and I could just put a song out and it go viral and everyone in the world listen to it. Those things weren't around back then.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson was still being heard and recognized by people around the world who did not have technology.
Yeah.
So like with the access to the resources being a lot more plentiful, I think the titles just can't be thrown around.
Yeah, they can't. Also, why would you want them?
Yeah, true.
Like, what? Do you know, like, you know how in rap, it's like okay for you to be like, I'm
the best rapper alive.
Shit. But like, that's exhausting, right? Because now you think you're the best. And so if you think you're the best and I think I'm the best, now we beef it because we both can't be. It's exhausting. Can't we just work together?
So like you bring a great point. You bring a great point up. Because here's the thing. In real life, kings and queens go up against each other. You know, their armies go up against other armies, right? In hip hop, that's how you come up. You go up against each other. So it makes sense to have titles like the queen, the king of hip hop, that kind of stuff, the best rapper alive, that kind of stuff.
Exhausting.
Even in rock bands, they have bands who battle each other.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. But no, there's no pop artist going up against another.
I mean, it does get nasty.
It gets nasty, but
it's like the titles are dumb. Like, let's get rid of them. Why? Let's throw out King of Pop.
Yeah.
Let's just throw it out.
No need.
Never have this argument.
No need for it.
But can I also tell you my other conspiracy?
What's up?
Okay, guys, don't be mad at me. Be mad at me. I don't know, whatever. I think this is all a conspiracy. Okay, because in my mind, I'm like, how did he make it to Forbes 30 under 30? And then and then lo and behold, his girlfriend is also on it for her tequila. And I'm like, ma'am, I have never heard anybody drink your tequila except for on Real Housewives when it came up. It was really funny. Housewife heads, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's the only time. Why are you at Forbes 30 under 30? Like, this feels very like, which is why I was even more pissed off about it. And now you're giving the title King of Pop to him. It just feels all of it feels inauthentic.
And also, why is a Money magazine giving titles of music?
They do really bad jobs of it.
Yeah, right?
They do. This list is always a problem.
Yeah.
I think can we all agree? Let's throw out King of Pop.
There's some pretty weird honorary titles out there too.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
What do you think our honorary title would be?
We're the Daffy Ducks of podcasting.
It will never be as good as Bugs Bunny, but we always keep trying.
We get no respect, and our bills are always coming around.
All right, name some of those weird ones.
All right, so we got Aaliyah, the princess of R&B and queen of urban pop.
Well, I do know the princess of R&B, but then that was given to somebody else, wasn't it?
They call Paula Abdul the dancing queen.
Okay. She does dance a lot.
Adele is the British queen of soul.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Like, who comes up with these? Who's the princess of pop?
Ooh.
Christina Aguilera.
No, that's argumentative.
Who is the princess of hip hop and soul? That's two things.
Mary J. Blige.
Ashanti. Does Ashanti rap? No,
but she wrote a lot of the hooks, I think, or a lot of she's a songwriter, so she's got, I'm sure.
So if
Bad
Bunny's the king of pop, what is J Balvin? The prince of reggaeton.
But then who's the king of reggaeton?
Do they have a king?
I guess
Daddy Yankee.
But he retired to do Christian music. Oh my God, guys, Manny over here. So I just have to tell this story because it's so funny. So Manny is talking to me very casually, and he's just like, "Oh, did you hear that Bad Bunny is retiring?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense. He might just, what else is he gonna do, right? I guess, right? To do Christian music. Except I didn't know he went to church. Like, what do you mean? So I had questions that he could not answer. So I'm minding my business and scrolling, and I come across this article about how Daddy Yankee is retiring to do Christian music. And I said, "Sir, do you think we all look alike? These are two different people. One is a daddy, one is a bunny."
I swear I said Daddy Yankee, but I could be wrong. This isn't the first time I made this mistake, and definitely not the first time I made this mistake against my own people. So let me just put that.
You're gonna put that up. That's it, guys. All right, guys, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I know we probably caused some arguments, but it's not our fault. It's Forbes' fault.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to hear it from you, though. Do you think we're wrong? Do you think he is the king of pop? Who's your king of pop?
Yeah, and do you think that me winning a video game will eventually get me to be Bad Bunny's best friend? I mean, it could work. He needs somebody else to whisper in his ear.
Gross. That is disgusting.
I mean, like, to tell him what to do with his work.
Gross. That is disgusting. If you guys want to know who we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at Bubble Bath Stories.
You can find me at Got No Time for This.
And you can find me at Nicky Trendz on IG. If you're looking for official merchandise, you can go to our website, bubblebathstories.co. And if you're looking to vent, give a shout out, you have a question, whatever, you just want to leave us a voicemail, you should do that. Number below. I'm going to have it right over here. And we also have that sign back there. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold up the sign. So give us a shout out. Yeah, and then until next time, duckies.
Bye.